Don't forget to hit the super chats are on. The Cash App is leave feedback. And the PayPal is paypal.me/the travel WILF. All right, so don't forget to hit each of those up. Listen here. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. Mainly, we're going to talk about staying out of my weight. It's a metaphor. You figure out. Stay out of my weight. It's a metaphor. You'll figure it out. But I want to show you guys something. This is what I'm talking about. This is absolute power. This is what power is. You see out here, it's raining. It looks like an ocean out here right now. It is raining so bad. The water is a flood. You're probably going to need a boat to get out of here, right? It's raining hard. Pause. But, oh shit, I meant to go to that place. I got to go across the street. But I wanted pancakes. I've been wanting pancakes and bacon for the longest time. So look what I had to come do. Get pancakes and bacon. Look at this. Can you just smell it? It smells delicious. Got the bacon and the pancakes. It smells delicious. This is what I had to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all can listen. It's a whole nother week now. Y'all done missed the whole. Man, ain't nobody gonna keep playing with these guys. Man. Yes, it's a whole nother week now. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a whole nother week. That was last week. We don't stay in last week. I don't care, man. Listen. That was last week. We don't stay in last week. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about last week. That was last week. Who remembers last week anyway? Like, I mean, I'm saying in general. Who really remembers last week? I don't really remember last week. Because it was last week. I'm sure there's some videos about that Players Lounge, the Balaku. You can go watch the videos. The whole story's there. I stand on that story. There's no point in telling you the story again. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I don't know what somebody coming out here for. I have no idea what you're talking about. I tell you what, if y'all focused on buying the clothes and hitting my Cash App and hitting my PayPal, as much as y'all do everything else, we get along just fine. We would get along just fine. But I don't got time for that stuff, man. I don't got time for it. Like I said, today's Monday, right? So if you know about me, I start every week fresh. Every week is like New Year's. I only got a couple left, and then we got the big New Year's Eve party, and then we got the big New Year's Day party, and that's like a double. And if it's on a Monday, that's like a triple. So I start every week fresh, so I don't even stay in last week. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about what nobody's talking about. I'm not watching my back. Watch my back for what? Watch my back for what? Watch my back for what? I don't gotta watch my back. That's why the title of this is Stay Out of My Weight. I don't gotta watch my back. Watch my back for what? From whom? From whom? What are y'all talking about? Y'all keep on trying to, listen, man, if someone wants to do something to me, it's gonna be a problem for everyone. Let me help you understand that. It's gonna be a problem for everyone. That's all I gotta say. I don't know why y'all keep thinking I don't know how y'all think this ends, but it doesn't end the way you think it's gonna end. I don't know what y'all keep talking about. It's never gonna end the way y'all think it's gonna end. So I don't gotta watch my back. People need to watch their back. And again, they need to stay out of my way. Now, I'm going to enjoy my pancakes. You're trying to fuck up my breakfast with some bullshit. But I don't give a fuck about what that bullshit, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas is talking about. Maybe you're telling something that's true, and maybe you're not, but it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, listen, I'm not even going to talk about it no more, because y'all be trying to get me in trouble. And I'm not going to even talk about it no more. I said what I said. It's going to be a problem for everyone. Ain't going to be a problem for me. So, stop with the violence. Stop with the violence. Stop with the bullshit. And just let me have my YouTube channel time. If you want to talk about that stuff, start your own channel and talk about that stuff in your own channel. That's what you got to do. You're not looking out for me, because you out here talking crazy for no reason. Okay? You're out here talking crazy for no reason. So, if you want to talk about black men trying to do violence in Pattaya, go start your own channel. Don't bring it over here to my channel, because we don't do that over here. Okay? So don't bring it over here to my channel. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. You have no idea. It's going to be bad for everyone. That's all I got to say. So, that's it. But anyway, these pancakes are delicious. Look at these. Just delicious. They need to give out some more bacon, though. I only give you like 2 pieces of bacon. But anyway, so let me get back to what I was here to talk about today. Man, let me put this dude on timeout. I don't even know why I'm trying to even. I think I'm just gonna block this dude. Let me just block this dude, because let's get this dude up out of here. Because we don't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? It's probably somebody like Jason Rivera or some other crazy person. A lot of these dudes are crazy, certifiably nuts. The elevator, don't go to the top of the stairs. These dudes are nuts, and I can't be in that space anymore. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes are nuts. You got a lot of crazy black men out here. Like, they're just crazy. They walk around like they supreme gods and they better than everybody else. And, you got a lot of crazy guys out here. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of crazy. I'm not even going to say that they're grown. They're just crazy. No. That's what I gotta say. Anyway, oh my goodness. This fucking phone would not stay up. Anyway, these pancakes are delicious. But I'm telling you right now, if we come on here, start talking shit, I'm just gonna block you. I'm not even going to entertain what you're talking about. I'm not going to play games with these dudes all day. They playing games. There's nobody playing games with them. Y'all dealing with shit that have real world consequences. Y'all see, what y'all don't understand, nothing stops here. We go back to America and we get it rocking. Fireworks all day. Nothing stops here. That's what y'all don't understand. That's what y'all don't understand. It's like, you know? But anyway, man, the rain is crazy right now. It's literally a river out there. You cannot even walk outside. It is knee deep water. I've never seen it rain this bad. Cars are about to get stuck. This might even be the last big rain of the rainy season. Anyway, y'all go on and hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chats. So yeah, man, I got a good week planned. Working on some stuff, for the winter circle, and just trying to get the new clothes out. It's a lot of clothes to make. I'm just trying to get them out, and it should be dropping soon. And that should take me to Wednesday. That's a lot of work I got to do until Wednesday, but I had to come get these pancakes, man. I had to. Pancakes and some OJ. I had to. Of course, I was hoping it wouldn't be raining like this, but no one's perfect. Because then I was going to go hit the streets. Oh, man. This weekend went by really quick. I wasn't expecting it to go by so quick, but one thing I can tell you is the days here go by super fast. It seemed like I got here in August, and that was yesterday, and now it's October. So I've been here now August, September, October. I've been here about 2 months. Excuse me. I've been here about 1 month. Would be August. September is the second month. So I'll be here 3 months. That's 90 days. Not bad. Not bad at all. The cappers would tell you I've been lying. I don't know about what. I don't know about what. What have I been lying about? I've been lying about being in Thailand. Hold on a minute. All right, start the little poll right there. Got the little poll started for you guys. You want to hit the Cash App, you want to hit the PayPal. Have you hit the Cash App or the PayPal? Listen, y'all been getting too much free content. Y'all been getting too much free content, and it's gotta stop. Okay? Too much, and it's gotta stop. I'm supposed to be not even allowing you to comment unless you're a member. So I had to put the subscriber up because you can't do the member unless you're on your laptop. Pancakes is delicious. Oh, what's up, man? All right. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself, you know? I mean, every time I come back here, let's talk about that. That's a good topic to talk about. And be safe and enjoy yourself in Cartagena. Be safe and enjoy yourself in Cartagena. You know? Hope you have a good time. I was just talking about them Colombianas yesterday. I was just like, man, I missed them. I missed those Colombianas so much. Oh my God. I missed them so much. But then by like the second day, I'm like, man, motherfucker. You know? I'm like, biatch. By the second day, you know? But I do love them so much, man. I love me some Colombianas. I do. But I can only stay in Cartagena for like 3 days, 4 days. Then I'm bored. Because there's nothing to do during the daytime. And I'm not a beach guy. But let's talk about coming to Pattaya. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Because I am enjoying myself. This time I'm enjoying myself. But let's talk about, for the new people, this is for the new people, okay? We're going to help the new people out that never been here before. I'm also going to be setting up consultations. I'm going to be setting up consultations for the new people. Because here goes the thing. Damn, it's like an ocean out there. The water is up to this dude's knees. He's walking barefoot at this point. Yo, this is crazy. He's walking the water is up to this guy's knees, and he's just walking barefoot. I wouldn't have walked barefoot in this water because most likely it's sewage and parasites and all kinds of bacteria in here. Man. So anyway, I'm setting something up for the new people so that, like, you know, see, a lot of people just want to show you, I want to help you get here. If you want to. A lot of people just want to show you. That's all they want to do. They just want to show you. But I want to help you get here. More importantly, I want to help you stay here. You know what I'm saying? And do your thing, you know? But I'm in Pattaya. Yeah, I'm out here in Pattaya still. Forever. Nah, not forever, but I'm still in Thailand. So that's what I want to do. I want to help you stay here. If you want to stay here, because like a lot of these dudes, they fell off. I'm not gonna name no names, but a lot of these dudes, I see that they fell off. You guys have lost interest in what they're doing. They're not doing anything. They're stuck at home. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Wow, this water is almost, listen, you can't save your way out of this situation. You can't. Let's break it down real quick. Let's take a detour. How most people do it. How do most people do it? Well, most of these guys are very old and they're retired. That's pretty much how most of them do it. That's mostly a lot of them. They're retired and they're old. Okay? So you're looking at maybe, well, none of you are going to have that. None of you are going to have that. Unless you're already unless you got 17 years in your job already, none of you are going to have that. None of you young guys are going to have that. None of you guys between 25 and 30 are going to have that. There's no retirement for you. That doesn't exist anymore. You understand how retirement works, right? You have to work the same job for 20 years. Okay? For black men, we know the numbers. We know the numbers for black men. We know all the numbers, right? So for you guys, that doesn't exist. Now, the other way people are doing it is they get some type of disability. And what they do is because the disability, it takes so long for them to get it, they get a lump sum payment. And then they take that lump sum payment and they come out here and they just lose their mind. They just fucking splurge away. That's the other way that they're doing it. Okay? And then you got some people that just very, very good with money. And they may have inherited some money. They may have, made money in the stock market doing the upturns, Bitcoin. They may have made money in different ways. They took opportunities. And then a couple of people are probably just wealthy. A couple of black guys are probably just wealthy. And they got deep pockets, right? And then you have the self-made individuals, the self-made men, the entrepreneurs in America. They've been successful for several years. I'm not talking about real estate and renting homes. That's not an entrepreneur. I'm talking about a real live business. Restaurant, barbershops, beauty salons, carpet cleaning, a car wash, a laundromat. So many different things you could have done. And you got self-made men like that, So that's it. That's pretty much how it's done. There's no remote job. There's no saving your way to it. There's none of that. Okay? The reason why those don't work, because the remote job, well, those are far and few in between. And most companies, when you start with them, they're going to want you to be in the office a little bit. So if you have a remote job right now, and then you're out here, and you lose that remote job, and then maybe you're lucky enough to find another one, that remote job is going to want you to be in the office for the first couple of weeks. There are very few companies that are just going to start you, going to onboard you remotely. Oh, you're in Thailand? They're not trying to hear that. Very few companies. Now, that's it, okay? So, and if you try to save your way out of it, man, listen, you're gonna spend your money quicker than you think. That money is not gonna last you. Maybe the most you could probably save, right? If you really, really do it. If you really, really do it, the most you could probably save would be $3,000 a month. And if you did that for a whole year, that's only gonna give you like $36,000. That's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. I'm telling you, you're going to think, yeah, that's enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not. It's just not. Trust me, it's not going to be enough. So, oh shit, the fucking water is coming. Hey mama, the water is coming all the way up to the fucking cafe. Uh-oh. So anyway, you can't do any of that. Saving for a whole year just to give your money away, that's not a good idea. See, a lot of people are bringing short-term solutions. This isn't a short-term game. This is a long-term game. you're really looking at 3 or 4 years of setting yourself up the proper way. So that then you can come out here and you can stay for as long as you want. And you can travel to other places. You can travel to other countries and stay as long as you want. I've been on the road since May. I might go back to the crib for a minute, but I don't really have to, you know. But I just will go back to the crib to show y'all I also still have my house. You know what I mean? Just to show y'all. Just to shut y'all up. Just to shut some people up. So, go right back to the same room. Well, I don't really have to, but I might just do that anyway. So anyway, let me think about my time coming here, because let's see, the first time I came to Pattaya, it was chill, it was laid back, it was really smooth, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't so many people it wasn't really anybody in my face, pause. Was it nobody in my face? Was it nobody in my way? You know what I'm saying? The second time I came back, I don't know what happened, man. Niggas was out here tripping. The jealousy, the envy, it was so covert. I really didn't even pay attention to it, you know? But I was moving around. I went to Bali, I was doing my thing. The second time, no, that's not the second time, that was the first time I went to Bali. The second time I was out here, I guess I was just doing my thing, you know? I was doing my thing, I was out here. But the jealousy and the envy, it was so covert. It was super duper covert. And you know, you had people just getting in my face, you know what I'm saying? You had people getting in my face. So I'm accustomed to that. Like a random dude, one time I was in Treetown, and this random dude just came over and was like, we eating, and he just comes over and starts talking. I'm just like, I'm eating, right? So I'm eating. He's talking to the other two guys that I'm with, and he starts focusing his attention on me, and I'm like, what do you want, man? Like, what do you want? You know? No, I'm not shaking your hand. You know, I don't even know you. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? And then he wants to have an argument and fight and all. So it's the same routine with these guys. I think black men have a big issue coping with rejection. They definitely have a big issue coping with rejection. And I'm telling you, you can't leave America and carry that rejection chip on your shoulder with you. You shouldn't leave America carrying that shit on your shoulder. But they do. So, and it comes from just being needy. Stop being so fucking needy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but it was still a great trip. Now, this trip has been terrific. I mean, really, this is the best trip ever. The third time here is the time when you really, like, the first time you come here is Disneyland. You don't understand it enough. To really be like you don't really understand it enough. So you should enjoy it. The second time here, you kind of like, you're not really a pro, but you're kind of like, you know, you kind of figure things out a little bit. You kind of see where you can gain leverage and manipulate things to your advantage, right? That's the second time. And then the third time, you should be a pro. You should be a pro, and if you're a pro, pause. If you're a professional at this, you know how to say no. No, N-O, you know how to say no. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you're a professional. Like, you just know some things are just unreasonable, and you're like, nah, I'm good, I'm not with it. You know how to ignore people. You have to start clearing out your phone book a lot. You're gonna get a lot of numbers. At least for me, this is what happens. You get a lot of numbers. Some of them respond, some of them don't. I got some that the number just stays cold. They look at it, but they don't even say nothing back. You know? So then you just delete them. and then you start again and you get a whole nother. So it's like that. It's like it's constantly, at least for me, it's constantly going through this filtering where you get a whole bunch of numbers, you see which ones are rocking, you see which ones you have chemistry with, you keep those, and then you just delete all of them, all the other ones, and you start over again. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. But, you know, people, from my first trip to my second trip, these women, they still recognize me. They still see me. They be like, oh my God, you're still alive. You're back. I never left. I mean, I just been going to other countries. Yeah. They really, because some dudes, they really fall off. Some dudes really fall off and they never come back. Somebody call. Comp. What's your name? Fa? I'm Wolf. Nice to meet you. Okay. And so let me oh, you got the menu right here. Okay. I might get something else. 1 second. Give me 1 second. What's this? Oh, this is English breakfast.
Yes.
Okay. So I got this one.
Is that?
You gave me this one, but I didn't get no eggs. What happened to my eggs? I didn't get no eggs.
No egg?
No, I ordered the pancake and the bacon, but I didn't get no eggs, right? Oh, okay. You didn't give me no eggs. Okay, cool. All right. Give me a second. I might get one more thing.
Yeah. They said you want coffee?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I don't really want no tea. No, I don't want no tea. No. I'm going to get something else. Give me a minute. Yeah, I'm going to get something else. I'll let you know. Give me a second. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Not right now. I'm going to look. I'm going to come back. Yeah. So anyway, she's nice. I like her height. She's very tall. So anyway, yeah, so, you know, that's pretty much what goes on. You know what I'm saying? So for you new guys that never been here before, how I can help you is I can help you with, like, you know, exactly where to stay, exactly like where to go, where to eat. You know what I'm saying? I can solve so many problems for you. That's really what a consultant does. A consultant really does those things. Damn, we got 30 minutes. I didn't even want to make this that long. That's really what a consultant does. A consultant helps you solve those issues, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that for you guys. So yeah, if you want a consultation with me, man, holla at the kid. I got you. If you've never been here before, it's only if you've never been here before. If you're brand new, hit me up. We're gonna get you out here. That's what I would like to do. Some guys want to just show you the thing. You know, I want to get you out here. I think you need to get out here at least once, and not for a couple of days or 2 weeks. Like, let's get you out here for like 3 months. But here goes the thing. We're gonna work on this for like 2 years. So we're gonna work on setting you up for 2 years. We're gonna work 2 years to set you up so that when you do decide to start traveling, you can really do it. You know, you can be out here for a substantial amount of time, or really not just really here. I mean, anywhere. You know, it works. It works anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro, the cars is literally underwater now. I mean, not really, but they really, the water is really high. Pause. Wow. The motorbikes are definitely underwater. You know what's interesting? You would think that in this particular place, in this particular country, because it rains so hard, you would think that the exhaust would be on top of the car. That's why the exhaust is on top of the car, so that water doesn't back up in there and get in the engine. That will stall a car out, you know? So that's interesting that they don't have it like that. But this is definitely Range Rover weather. This is Range Rover weather, bro. Range Rover. It's the only car that can actually drive in up to, I want to say what is it, 4 feet of water, 5 feet of water, something like that. because it's sealed. It can go in pretty deep. Pause. So yeah, so I mean, the time that I've been here, this third time, oh man, it's been interesting. But like I said, when you stay here long enough, it kind of just feels like home. I feel right at home here. I really do love this place. So I really love this place. That's why so many people want to try to ruin it for me. They want to try to ruin it for me because they're not getting no love. They're not getting no love here. Nobody loves them. They try to throw money, and you can't get love like that, man. You can't get no love like that. You gotta get love through. You gotta get love through being kind. Not judging people. That's why a lot of these guys fail, because they're judging people, and they shouldn't be judging people. Like, who are you to judge? You're not in a position to judge. No one asked you to be here. Understand that. No one asked you to be here. Not a motherfucking soul. Damn. She out there swimming. And you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. It's all kinds of games and shenanigans and all kinds of stuff, but nobody asked any of us to be here. Nobody asked any of you to be here. So don't come here judging people and like tooting your kissing and telling horn. A lot of kissing and telling. For you new guys, let me tell you what's going on here. Let me tell you what you're walking into. See, I'm going to tell you to come, but I'm going to tell you what you're walking into. It's a lot of cock blocking here. It is some serious cock blocking here. Here go a dude with his luggage right now. Look at this shit. Nigga with his luggage out here in the rain, trying to move around. It's a lot of cock blocking here, okay? Like a lot. Let me start with that right off the bat, okay? It's a lot of dirty macking. I was going to talk about that, but, that window has closed and we got to move forward. So we can't go back to that. I don't like to stay in a negative space. I'm not going to stay in a negative space for long. So we can't even talk about the dirty macking. That window came and that window closed. And things evolve and they change so much that I can't keep up. Like, I'll be having the thing and then something change, and then I got to change the thing. I got to talk about something else. But yeah, so that's like what you're walking into. You're walking into a lot of kissing and telling. A lot of dudes are going to say a lot of things about someone you may have an interest in. You can't win that. You can't win that battle, man, because it's just too many men. It's always someone online. It's always someone. So my advice to you would be keep them off the radar. Keep them off the radar. Or just ignore it. Just ignore it, because why should you miss out on the fun? Why should you miss out on the fun? You know what I'm saying? So that's like pretty much like a couple of things. But I'm just gonna tell you that, There's one more thing, but I'm not gonna really go into it right now. But maybe later. Maybe later on today, because it's nighttime where you guys are at. So maybe later on today. But otherwise, I think if you come out here, you're really gonna be a little bit. It's really spiritual. It's really a good place, But you gotta understand that I can tell you as my third time being here, damn, this nigga kept his sneakers on and everything. Look at this shit, man. He got a whole suitcase. Look at this, man. This is crazy. Look at what we doing. Look at what we doing. Look at what we out here doing. He got a whole suitcase, and he just took his suitcase across the river, and he ain't even take his sneakers off, bro. He got his sneakers soaking wet. Now they gonna be smelly and wet and stay damp and wet pause for a long time. Crazy. The shit that we are out here doing. It ain't that serious. I'm gonna tell you that too. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, man. Don't take yourself and don't take this place too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not that serious. But I be seeing some shit, and I start seeing cats moving around with the luggage, and they moving around with the luggage when it's checkout time. So understand, they not moving around when it's check-in time, because here it's only 1 a.m. So it's only 1 p.m. So they moving around when it's checkout time, which means that they either can't afford where they're at, or they ain't planned properly and where they at is booked up. So now they gotta hoof it to another hotel. And there's no hotels down there. So I don't know where he's going. I used to live down there. There's no hotel. Well, there are hotels down that way, but they're far. Like, he's about to walk another 2 miles that way. There's no hotels. Well, there is. Yeah, well, okay. There is one hotel, but he's on the wrong side of the street. And so the street is literally like a river. Like, there's one side of the street that's at least 3 feet deep, okay? So he's on the wrong side. He's gonna have to jump across the water or need a bridge or something. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, just enjoying ourselves, But I understand now being my third time here. It's like everything is so clear. Everything is so clear, and you gotta play offense. Sometimes you gotta play defense, but if you come here a second or third time, you gotta play offense. When you come here the first time, you're playing defense, but you can't play defense forever. You gotta start scoring. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the ball. You gotta throw the ball. You gotta run the ball. You gotta get the 10 yards in front of your face. You gotta get first down. You gotta go for it on 4th and long. You gotta play offense. I don't even know if you understand that because you haven't been here, so you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But when you come here for the first time, you're gonna find yourself playing defense a lot. You're gonna find yourself trying to prevent plays being run on you, but you're not gonna succeed. It's like 4,000 years of knowledge about men. Right here, 4,000 years about knowledge of men. You can't. So you're gonna play defense a lot, but then you're gonna lose a couple of games. You're gonna lose a couple of games. You might get blown out. I'm using the sports metaphor because it's only something that most Americans can understand. For people that might be lurking, they won't understand what I'm talking about. So you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose a lot, man. You might go 0-14 for the season. My first time here, I really want to say I went 4 for 10. I went 4 for 10. I didn't do too good the first time. But then again, when I came here the first time, I was dealing with some other shit. So it really wasn't a good time for me to come anyway. But the second time I came here, man, it was undefeated, bro. All the way, all American offense. It was all the way undefeated. I was winning so hard. Man, I look back on my second time, that was the best time. My second time was the best time. The third time is not as good as the second time, But this third time's been okay. It's it's always gonna be that. It's always gonna be one person. It's always gonna be one person, or it's gonna be like one event. But most of it is, like one thing. You know what? That's what I was gonna tell you guys. One thing, if you're new, man, listen here. If you like your privacy, just say that. If you like your privacy, just say that. Say, look, man, I just like my privacy. Don't be getting in my conversation. Don't even look this way. Like, say that shit, man, because one thing about a lot of these guys here, they are nosy. These are some nosy motherfuckers sticking their nose where it don't belong. You know what I'm saying? You love to play enough, but you live to play another day. Man, you know what I'm saying? He gets it. Doc Chillin gets it. As long as you don't get blown out. Exactly. As long as you don't get blown out. Because, but yeah, these are some nosy motherfuckers here. So, they be all trying to be in your huddle. And so one thing about this place, you would not get as much privacy as you want. I like a lot of privacy. I'm a private person. I really am. Especially when I'm with a bitch. when I'm with a lady, I'm super duper private, man. I don't want anybody hearing what I'm saying. I don't want anybody watching what I'm doing. I don't like to be studied. And I look around and dudes is taking notes. They taking notes like that. Like an old lady, like an old librarian, they taking notes. So, but yeah, man. But anyway, so I don't know about this week's gonna be like, except until Wednesday. I know up until Wednesday I got a lot of things to do. God damn, he fucking up his clothes. I know up to Wednesday I got a lot of things to do. So I'm gonna, go handle that with the winner circle. And I'm working. Sometimes I look up and somebody, like, bro, they really be like, but you know what though? This is the thing. Coming from New York City, you have to learn how to read people and body language. And come on, in New York City, staring at people is a hostile thing, right? Talking to strangers is a hostile thing, right? Because it's such a big city, but every place is small and you're always with a bunch of people. So everyone tries to maintain a private decorum, even though everything is public, So for me, I'm just good at reading people because I had to do it in New York. That's how you survive. You can get really hurt in New York. That's why I don't understand what people are talking about. Like, bro, I've lived in New York City, like Manhattan, like Uptown, like Queens, like Brooklyn, like all kinds of crazy neighborhoods. Like the train alone. Like, man, listen here, man. Like, you don't understand what you talk. You don't understand who you're talking to. Every New Yorker can relate to what I'm telling you. So sometimes you see people looking at you, and you can tell that they're already thinking nefarious, like they want to do something, or they just got an attitude or whatever. It's a bunch of different things. It's a bunch of different reasons, bro. There's a bunch of different reasons. The dirty looks. It's a dirty look. And it's impolite to stare, but that's what it, that's what it is. I think for New Yorkers, somewhere like this will really annoy you, because it's like, bro, you all in my face, man. What you all in my face for, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be all in my face. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Bay don't play that either. The Bay don't play all that in your face shit. I already know about that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a chaperone. Listen, you can stay clicked up, stay with your clique. I don't want to be a part of your clique. Stay with your clique. You know what I'm saying? Stay clicked up. But don't think I want to be a part of your clique. Like the other day, we was eating lunch, me and Zoe, and we start having our little conversations like we have. People on the outside would say we were arguing, but that's just how we talk. We just having our little conversations. And this dude sitting next to us, this white dude sitting way on the other side, he starts butting in the conversation. And I go, man, listen here, man. Why is he talking to us? You know what I'm saying? And so, Zoe finds it funny. So he entertains a little bit of it. But I'm just like, man, this dude is all up in our business. Why is this dude trying to engage with us about what we're talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why it's bullshit to me. Because like 5 to 10 minutes ago, he was talking to this girl, trying to hit on her, and she totally like curved him. But he wasn't trying to tell the girl, hey, meet my friends. See, when you try to talk to me and you're not introducing me to any women, I look at you like, what's wrong with you, man? What are you, like a homosexual? Like, you're not helping me get ahead. I don't want to talk to you. That's just the way it is. I don't want to. What is this? What kind of foolery is this? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because when I go out to the Indian clubs and the Indian dudes, they try to talk to me, they bring in some women first. And they be like, hey, what's your name? Hey, this is, and then we start socializing. That's how you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I don't know what you're doing. I be thinking everyone that I don't know who try to ingratiate themselves is like a cop or an agent or something like that, because that's what y'all do. That's what they do. They try to come around and they try to, make a connection or make a contact. That's how it starts. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you look at organized crime, right, or you look at the mafia, right, the way they function. There's no new people. There's no people that you can't talk to these guys out the blue, especially in New York City. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways that they get connected through meet and greets, introduction. Now, see, it doesn't really matter to me. You don't know anyone that I know. You don't know anyone that I know. And even if you do, they're not going to say to me, hey, you should talk to this guy. Well, they're not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? They're never going to say that. Everybody who's real know what I'm talking about. Everybody who's real know what I'm talking about. So, if you ain't making money with my folk, they're not going to tell you, yo, man, you should talk to this guy. Well, that's how we, it's a whole lot of, man, listen here, man, you got people out here who have studied law enforcement, infiltration, and all kinds of crap. And you got people out here who have studied it, man. And so we already key to that new guy shit. We already on to that. And I think that's why they get so bent out of shape, because they can't complete their job and they can't get off the hook without, so that's it. There's no like, well, that one fucked up. How can I fix it? You can't fix it. It's fucked up. You can't get out of the jail time or whatever shit you done did to yourself. You can't get out of it now. I think that's why they get really upset. I think, oh my God, there ain't no reason to go that. I've had plenty of people say to me, get the fuck out of their face. I don't get upset. I don't get bent out of shape about it, Whatever clownery, But, yeah, so if you want your privacy, man, I'm just going to tell you, like, stand up for that shit, man. Stand up for that. Don't let nobody force you into, because it's always some other shit behind it. I'm telling you, it's always some other shit behind it. Oh, finally it stopped raining. Okay, I can try to make my way back home. Somebody want to go to the movies today, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the movies today. I don't know. I was thinking about meeting with this woman that worked in the hotel that I met. She got a nice body too. She got a sexy body, but she looked kind of older in the face. But she got a job. But she keep trying to get me to take her bowling. Like, like every time I try to take her out, it's like I want to go bowling. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to pay to take her bowling, Listen. I told you about what happened to me last week, right? See, I couldn't tell y'all because there'd be so many things going on that I gotta address. I got got last week. Yeah, I got last week by this girl. Now, I'm gonna tell you the story. I think I told you this already. There's this girl that I've known. I can't say I already known her. I mean, I met her the second time I was here. She was in the lineup. Right? It's her turn. She up at bat, right? She's in the lineup. The second time I was here, I met her. And we went out like on a date. I took her to this other club though. I took her to this club over here called Club Impact. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just decided to take her out instead of some other stuff. But I don't think we had any chemistry. It wasn't popping. Something was off. I don't know what it was. She wasn't all the way thorough. She wasn't all the way there when I met her the second time I was here. And then that's it. I never called her or talked to her again. Right? Take her for a test drive. I'm trying. Oh, that's what she said. She says she on her woman madness this month. That's what happened. She's on her woman madness. A lot of them are on their women madness right now. Yeah. So anyway, I see the girl. This back to the girl I'm talking about. This the girl that got me. I got. Yo, listen. I'm so serious. I need a cash out right now for $50 because I got. I got because of y'all. I got. She got me for $50 because of y'all. So somebody got to hit my cash out for $50. I'm so serious right now. Or I'm shutting this shit down. I'm never making any more content for y'all again because I got. I'm so serious, man. I actually got twice. I got twice, but I ain't gonna tell you about the second one. I'm gonna tell you about this one. Well, that would be the first one. But I'm gonna tell you about this is the second one. So she sees me in the club. She's like, "Oh, how you been? Chit chat. Do I remember her?" I say, "Yeah." Do I remember her name? I say, "No." She gets mad. Long story short, I get the number again, right? I'm hitting her up. I'm sweating her. I'm sweating her hard, B. Y'all know you gotta sweat the good ones out here. At least I do. I'm sweating her hard. Sweating takes time. This sweater chick, it takes time, especially out here. So I'm sweating her hard. I'm going around in my little, I got like 5 of them that I'm sweating hard, right? And so I'm sweating her hard. Finally, she hits me up with the what do I want from her? I got my little ways of passing the shit test. It's all these shit tests, right? She says, "Do I want to go to a movie with her?" I'm like, "Sure." Now that was the setup. I'm thinking, okay, so we meet for the movie. She starts talking about she wants 12,000 baht for Botox. I'm like, 12,000 baht? I'm like, okay, but look here, check this out. If that goes down, if I do this, you're like my girlfriend, so you need to go get your shit. and bring it to my room because we a couple. We together. I give you that every month, but we together. I'm not just gonna give you like she was like give her 12,000 baht just because. Like just because. I was like, you got the wrong guy for that, sweetheart. So we go to the movie. It was a good time. It was a scary Thai movies. Thai movies is hilariously the Thai scary movies are funny. So we had a good time though. Then we go. Then she's like she's hungry. So I had to pay for the movie and the popcorn and the drink. She brought a bunch of shit. I was like 800 baht. And then, oh my God, he got him a banger. Let me see if I can get y'all a look-see. He got him a banger. I don't know if y'all gonna see. Let me see if I can get y'all a little look-see. He got him a banger. I don't know if y'all can see. He got him a little banger. He got him a little banger over there. She don't got no makeup on, but he got him a little banger. If she gets some makeup on, it'd be cool. I love how when these dudes see me and they be with the girl, they don't be holding her hand. And then afterwards, they be holding her hand, When they see me looking, they start grabbing her. How are you sweating 5 joints hard at the same time? It's organized, man. I'm organized. That's how. Organization. Organization and copy and paste. Organization and copy and paste. And I have my alarm set and my calendar. So it's like Wednesday and then Friday and then Saturday. So anyway, so we go, so now she's hungry, right? And I'm like, damn, she want to eat in the mall. Because she want to eat in the mall. So I'm trying to get her out of this mall into the other mall where it ain't so expensive. And we go to a couple of different places, and then she settles on the place. And you know how they order, man. She ordered the spread, B. She ordered the spread. So somebody get a pen and paper. I'm gonna show you how fast your money go. Okay? I'm gonna show you how fast your money go. Somebody get a pen and paper. You got a pen and paper? Who got the pen and paper? All right, here we go. So I was already 800 baht in because of the movie, the tickets and the popcorn and the drinks and all that. She ordered all the shit, bro. That I was like, damn, I thought she invited me to the movies. I ended up taking her to the movie, So, okay. So I'm already 800 baht in. Write that down. Write down 800 baht, okay? Now, she take me to this restaurant. That's like a commercial Thai barbecue. Not really the best. I don't know about Thai barbecue. And I'm like, oh, shit. What are you ordering? And everything she ordered was like pork. I don't eat that much pork. And ham. And I don't eat ham. And I was like, she ordered a whole spread. That shit was like maybe like 1,400 baht. All right? 1,400 baht. So write that down. 1,400 baht. Okay? So we ate, blah, 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 right? So now I'm thinking, yeah, 2,200 baht. Okay. So now I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I want to go to shenanigans, I want to go to shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? I needed my feet clean. Let's say that. I needed my feet clean, you know what I'm saying? And I want to go to shenanigans. So, next thing I know, right? That might be another 2,000 baht, right? Okay, right? So she keeps talking about this 12,000 baht. And I'm like, 12,000 baht? Why you keep talking about 12,000 baht? because that's what her Botox was. So, you know, we kind of do the little dramatic play. You know, we do a little bit of theater. And I'm like, I'm consistent. The good thing about me is I'm consistent, you know. You getting in the car or you're not getting in the car. You know, and I smoothed it over a little bit and she got in the car. So we riding. Now she in the car, we riding. But I could kind of tell, you know, she was gonna be upset. I didn't want her to be upset. I didn't want her to not feel like, you know, it was working for her. So I told her, I said, you know what, it's cool. I'm gonna give you some money and then you tell him to take you wherever you wanna go. So I gave her 300 baht just to go in the taxi wherever she wanted to go. So put that down, 300 baht, right? Put all that together for me. What's that, like 2,500 baht? So yeah, so we 2,500 baht, and guess what? Can you guess what happened at 2,500 baht? Who can guess what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Not a motherfucking thing. 2,500 baht in, and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get into shenanigans. You know, they was not fucking with me at shenanigans. And my feet were still dirty. You know what I'm saying? So for those of y'all who think this shit is sweet, that's just though. And let me tell you something. That's cheap. 2,500 is cheap. That's not even like expensive. Okay? So I don't know what 2,500 baht is in US dollars. I think that might be like $50, something like that. No, that's gotta be more than $50. That's gotta be like, cause 500 more is 100. So that's gotta be like what, $80, $60, $75. Yeah, $75. Okay, that's just one day. Okay, it's 7 days in a week. So keep that in mind. The 7 days in a week. $75 is one day. I'm pretty sure if you do this once a day, it's 7 days in a week, that's 35. 7 and 7 is 49. And 3 is 52. So that's like $525 a week. Just for like the movie and the dinner and the taxi. Every week. $525. $525 every week. That doesn't include anything else. So you add the extras on, right? You add the extras on, and you're probably looking at what, 14,000 baht? At least 14,000 baht, which is like, let's see, that would probably be like 55. So 55 times 7, that'd be like another 3, maybe another 300, 3 something. So we already at like, yeah. Better than $250 a night with a friend zone hug in America? I don't know. Do you think I won? Long term? Do you think I won? If you think I won, I'm good. But I'm saying someone need to cash at me $75 right now. Someone need to hit my Cash App or my PayPal with $75 right now, because I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for you guys so that I can have a story to tell you and you guys can learn a lesson from it. You know? You guys can learn a lesson from it, you know, because at the end of the day, the lesson is that if you want to do this with integrity, it's still a price to pay, right? You want to do this with integrity. You want to try to convert someone to like you. There's a price to pay, right? It's still a date. If you want to do this, if you want to take the shortcut, it's still a price to pay. But if you try to combine the two, it's 4,500 baht. If you try to combine the two, just know that it's 4,500 baht. You can't have it both ways. All right, 4,500. Let's just make it 5,000 baht. Let's just make it 5,000 baht. Let's just put a respectable amount on it. 5,000 baht. Let's just call it what it is, right? Because I can tell you right now, people don't understand. Like, a lot of guys on the outside looking in, they don't understand that, like, there are different stratas. There are different stratas to this game. Of course, the highest strata, the go-go ball, and then it goes down from there. At the very bottom, right? Depending on who you ask, it could be the massage or beach road at the very bottom, depending on who you ask. And then you got everything in between. But what they're not telling you is what you're really getting into in any type of interaction. You're pretty much like, if it's your first time here, you're not gonna know anybody. You're not gonna know anybody. Nobody's gonna rush off with you. Nobody's gonna rush off with you. There's gonna be some type of meal. It's a ritual. It's a dance. It's gonna be some type of meal. There's gonna be some type of acts. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff. And then, before you know it, you're gonna be that much in. You're gonna be that much in before you know it. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna go out the next night and you're gonna see them sitting on somebody else's lap. So that's what you gotta prepare yourself for. This is the reality of your first time here. Now, if you talk to me, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? I can help you. If you talk to me, I can help you. But until you come like your second or third time, ain't nobody trying to hang out with you, man. Ain't nobody trying to hang out with you, especially in the daytime. You notice you rarely see black guys out in the daytime with the girl. You rarely see that. Rarely, because nobody want to hang out with you in the daytime. They all for the nighttime. They all for the party. They all for the nightlife. When the sun go down, they all for all that. But, so like right now, they all going to work. It stopped raining. Everybody going to work. This street right here, is like, I ain't gonna tell you to do that. I ain't gonna tell you to do that because y'all don't really fuck with me, but it's a lot of game. It's a lot of game to be got right here on this street. If you have a moped, there's a lot of game to be got right here at this street about this time. You know what I'm saying? So let me give you some just so y'all don't start no rumors. I got bot. Just so y'all don't start no rumors. Your boy got bot. I got money. I'm not tripping on the Cash App. Just so we don't start no rumors. I had to go get some bot because this place only takes cash anyway. So just so we not tripping just so we not tripping, so we don't start no rumors. Your boy got bot. Your boy got bot. Right? Is that right? Something like that. But I tell you, man, $100 goes quick. $100 goes quick. Like that's part of $100. Like that shit go quick, bro. It goes so quick. I literally just went to the bank and spent like $15. The shit goes so quick. So the next video, if you want me to do the video that really tells all, if you want me to do the video where I really talk about the numbers, I show you my bank statements, my bank withdrawals, I show you the numbers so that you understand why you have to prepare yourself. So you understand like why you should fuck with me and let me help you set yourself up the right way before you get out here. First thing you got to do is get the likes up. Second thing you got to do is get in the comments and say, just type in help, type in HELP. And I'm going to give you I'm going to use myself as a real example. And you can trust that I I have to do 4 times as much because I'm a fat guy, right? I'm a fat boy, big boy. I have to do 4 times as much. Everything costs extra for me. You know, attention for me is a premium. I never get a discount. I never get a discount, bro. Never. So for the big boys trying to win, you know, let me take you under my wing. You know, let me take you under my wing. If you're not a big boy, that's cool. If you ain't got no game and you kind of slow, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But, oh shit, she's sexy right there. But, yeah. I'm gonna, if you want me to show you exactly like that type of content in the next video, drop the Cash App too, man. Hit me with the $75 Cash App because, you know, we got to get these economics right. We got to get these economics right and see her motorcycle. Yup, she got her motorcycle all wet. Damn. And we can make it work, you know? It, like you're looking at, like realistically, right? The Chinese spend $176 a day. I spend about $100 a day when I want to. I don't really have to do that anymore, but when I want to, I spend about $100 a day. So that's like $700 a week. So really, 7 by 4, that's 7, 14, 21, 28. So that's like what, $2,800 a month? You know? So minimal, you're looking at $2,800 a month. That's just life. That's not your room. That's not your food. And the other person, you're +1 because you're not going out to eat by yourself most of the time. So you got 2 meals for that. That's not your transportation. That's not your motorbike if you got a motorbike, right? If you rent a motorbike, that's not none of that. That's not your alcohol. The 2,800 is just life. Just fucking life, you know? So you gotta at least bring that much to the table. That's why I'm telling you guys, you can't save your way out of this. You know, you can't work and save. I would be demotivated if I had to go to a job every day, work an insane amount of time, maybe 8, 12 hours a day, and then get a paycheck for like $1,900 of 2 weeks of work, and then my bills might be like, what's your bills? I don't even know what bills in America is. Let's just say you make $1,900 every paycheck, right? So that's like 18, that's 2, it's like $3,800 a month. Let's say your bills is like $4,200 a month, right? You got $3,800. Where are you gonna save? Save what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, is that my phone? Oh. So it's like you can't save your way out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no, like, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth, man. You can't save your way out of this. That's what's up. Yeah, retirement. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. These young, like, okay, I'm 50, right? So technically, if you 50 like me, most likely you are retiring. Like you retired or you're retiring. But these young dudes that is like 25, 35, you know, 20 to 30, 35, that don't exist for them no more. You know, if they got 10 years on the job, God bless you. I mean, Allah hold you in favor, you know, Allah hold you in favor. You got 10 years on the job, you know. May Allah hold you in favor for the next 10 years. But, you know, I don't know why black men haven't figured this game out. Like, the game is simple. Like, we should all have gotten either some type of employment with the government, the city, or the state. The federal government, the city, or the state. Those is the only employment we should have been seeking. We shouldn't be seeking private sector. Or start a business. That's the only thing we should be doing. Because if you working in the private sector, or you working like in a call center, or McDonald's, or you working some bullshit, you know, you working for a contractor company, that sells the services to like an airport or some other shit like that, if you're doing some shit like that, you're wasting your time. You're really wasting your time. When you're trying to be in sales or some shit like that, you're wasting your time. You know, you're trying to do in-person sales. I'm telling you right now, if you work in retail, you're never getting away. You're never getting out the matrix if you work in retail. Okay, 20 years, transportation, that's what's up. Yeah, you know. But like I said, unfortunately, a lot of these young guys, they're not going to experience that, you know. They're not going to experience that 20-year gig. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I do. You know, one thing I do regret is not listening to my dad. But when my dad was telling me this stuff, I was like, "But you're old. I don't want to be old like you. You know, I don't want to." But he wasn't old. He was my age, and he would tell me, "Get you a job and work for 20 years," because that's all he knew. That's all he could bring to the table. That's the best way he could help me. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be old like you and I ain't going to have no life left, you know? No offense to him. But he really wasn't old. He was my age, you know? I was like 20, 22, and he's telling me this, and I'm not listening. And I really wish I would have listened to him, you know what I'm saying? But because like, I always knew I was going to be an entrepreneur, right? I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I always said to myself, I'm gonna be rich. Wealthy is better, but right now I'll settle for rich. Rich is not bad. And I'm almost there. Like 8 more years at least. Maybe I could do it in 3, but definitely 8. I'll be rich, right? I'm on a good trajectory. But like, man, like, and I wouldn't have been able to be becoming rich. I would have just had a standard life. You know what I'm saying? I would have just had a standard life. You know, nice, cushy, nothing too extravagant, nothing too flamboyant. But even as an entrepreneur, the shit is always risky. You know what I'm saying? The shit's always risky, you know? I have to get up every morning. I have to prospect. I have to generate business. I have to prospect, generate business. Now, I gotten good at it. I gotten better at it, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody had this meme up, and it was the realest thing. When you're an entrepreneur, 1 week you can make $3,000. The next week you can make $300. Like, it's up and down. It's not consistent. You know, and you know, you gotta be in business for a long time. You gotta get a reputation. And there was a time when I first started, like when I really first started, after I upskilled, there was a time where like my shit was hitting. My inbox was just hitting with fucking work. People wanted shit. People wanted web design and all kinds of shit. My inbox was just hitting. It was just raining cash, nigga. It was just like, what you got Vimo, Zelle? It was just raining cash. There was a time when it was hitting. But then, you know, things change, technology, people's intentions change, clients come and go. Clients still want to pay you what they paid you 3 years ago, and you're like, no, you know, so you lose some clients. And of course, you should always be fundamentally looking for the next thing to put your energy into that you can get people to give you money for. You know, you're not selling your time, you're getting people to pay you for it, because when they pay you for it, they offer you more than if you're selling it. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I mean, would I have loved to have it where I wouldn't have to, like right now at this point where I wouldn't have to think about anything? Hell fucking yeah, I would love to have that. I'm not knocking that. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to everyone who put in their 20. But I can tell you that for you young dudes, 20, 25, maybe 30. I don't think it's going to be there for you. I really hope I'm wrong. This is probably the only thing that I hope I'm wrong about, but I don't think so, you know? I don't think so. Because this now, if you go to a state, in a city, in a county, you can be successful because the federal government is closed. And so, and then they said there's layoffs coming and the federal government is closed. But so now you got to even just go to a city, county, or state job, you know? I remember growing up, every black man in my neighborhood, even my dad, they wanted to work for the New York Department of Sanitation. Everybody wanted to be a garbage man, but they wasn't hiring brothers. They wasn't hiring nobody. You know what I'm saying? My dad took the test. All his friends took the test. My dad passed, but they never called him. You know what I'm saying? They never called him, but everyone wanted to be a garbage man, like a rock. Like that was a good job. Yeah, and bus drivers, yeah. Those were good jobs. My uncle worked for the MTA. He worked for the subway for 25 years. You know, the carcinogens gave him cancer later on in his life, but those were good jobs. You know what I'm saying? Black men were like, yo, we want to get these good jobs. Ain't no sanitation workers getting laid off. They was making $30 an hour back in 1978, 1980. Now they make they make like 100 and something, man. Those were good jobs, you know what I'm saying? So, but that shit don't exist no more, you know? I could already be wealthy. I could already be wealthy, but you know what it is? I want to do something sexy. You know what I'm saying? I could already be wealthy, but I want to do something sexy. And unfortunately, the stuff that I'm doing is sexy, but it's not really volatile. If I did something that wasn't sexy, there's a lot of things you can do that's not sexy to make a lot of money. You know, it's not going to be sexy though, you know, but I could definitely turn that around. I think I might just have to do something that's not sexy because, you know, I'm trying to be sexy and do the sexy thing. But yeah, I mean, shit, you know, I need to crank this up. I need to crank this up, right? Raising families on a single income and buying homes. Yeah, exactly. Well, my parents were homeowners. They brought 2 houses on Staten Island. My parents were homeowners my whole life. So, you know, but of course, you know, they wanted more. You know what I'm saying? They wanted more. I remember the night where I remember the morning where my parents realized that they weren't going to be upper class. They changed something. They changed something in the taxes, or they changed something in the income standardization for what made you upper class. I remember them watching it on the news, and they was calculating, and they was like, "Damn, we're not going to be upper class." They was like, they just going to be middle class, because they were working very hard, you know. But they fucking just couldn't get enough assets together. So, I never forget that. Two things I never forget is I never forget that, and my parents used to subscribe to Black Enterprise magazine. And there was one of the magazines they had was, on the cover, it was a black family trying to buy this beautiful mansion, and the sign said whites only. For sale to whites only. That was the cover of the magazine. And so a lot of the reasons my family couldn't get the assets was because, you know, living on Staten Island, the houses that they wanted to buy, they wouldn't sell them. They wouldn't sell them to us, you know. They wouldn't sell it. They didn't want us in their neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons. So when you have that going for you, then you buy the house you're allowed to buy, it just doesn't appraise fast enough, you know what I'm saying? So home ownership is the cornerstone of wealth. That's not even a given. That's a reality. But you have to be able to buy a home in an area where the home appraises fast. If you can't, and you have, so you're buying a home where it's pretty much not as valuable as it can be 2 or 3 years from now. That's how you derive the profit. You know, it's a formula of equity and appraisal and all that shit, and your taxes and all that shit. That's how that's how you make a profit. You leverage that with a bank loan or another mortgage, or maybe you just sell a home. You get so many different ways you can profit from home sales, home ownership. But that's the cornerstone of wealth. That's the cornerstone of building in America, at least for the regular person, at least for the family. For guys like me, speculation rules, volatile, risky investments. That's all I know. All I know is volatile, risky investments. I take a lot of risk. The risk lose big, but they pay off big too. I'm down, nigga. I'm down sometimes, and then I'm up. Oh, shit. I don't really be checkman. I don't really be down as much as I'm up. I'm up way more. You know what I'm saying? I'm up way more. But shit, tell you, man. Anyway, just thought I'd, talk about a couple of different things. Really just, wanted to show you the pancakes. Chicken on day feathers, the next. What's that? You dabble in crypto? I don't really mess with crypto, you know what I'm saying? I don't really mess with crypto as much as I should. I got my own crypto. You guys know I got my own crypto, Betio coin. I got my own crypto called Betio coin. You guys know that. I started a crypto. Y'all wasn't interested in it. We could have made thousands. We could have made thousands on my crypto, Betio coin. We could have made thousands, but y'all weren't interested. You know what I'm saying? I gave you a crypto. Y'all forgot all about it. Yeah, I gave you a crypto coin. Y'all just wasn't interested. All right, let me slide up out of here. Go find some things to do. I got to go run some errands, go get into some mischief. Chicken one day, feathers the next means one day you're up. Oh, okay. Yeah. Chicken one day, feathers the next. No, exactly. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. I just love the rush. Man. I love the juice. You know what I'm saying? I just love the risk. I'm a risk taker. I know. In my family, they don't believe in taking risks, but I do. I'm a risk taker. Thank you. I probably shouldn't take so many risks because sometimes I'll be all the way up. Yeah, long-term investing for the young people. Yeah, play it safe. You young guys, play it safe. Trust me. It's a lot of cold winters. Between now and 50. It's a lot of cold winters out there. My winters are now spent in places that never seen snow, but I wouldn't do it again. I really wouldn't do it again. All right, let me slide up out of here because my phone about to die, and I gotta go. But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Get the likes up, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the Cash App. Don't forget to hit the PayPal. And if you want me to show you about what I've spent so far since I've been in Thailand, you want a real assessment of what it costs to be here from a real one, then put help in the comments. And the next video, I'll do a real detailed spreadsheet and everything, and go through my monthly spend and everything. I'll open my books to y'all, so y'all can really see what's going on. It's not unaffordable, but it's definitely not inexpensive. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe if I put that reality out there to you, you will start taking your predicament more seriously and seek out my assistance and guidance, you know? So I'm willing to do that, but only if people are interested. If people aren't interested, I'm not about to waste my time. I'm just gonna go on and just show up, because now YouTube is paying me to make videos. So for those of you that are like, what was the point of this video? It's no point to it. You guys been watching all this time. The ads are gonna be running. YouTube is paying me to make this video. So, yep, I'm officially paid by YouTube. All right, talk to you later. Peace.